Hey, if you watch the channel, you might be starting to notice a ranch fairy pattern. I tend to review a product or a concept or set something up and then I kill stuff, which is something not a lot of people are doing. So anyway, I have reviewed the Black Eagle Spartan. I have said I was going to kill something with a heavy Black Eagle Spartan. I have a Knockout lighted knock. I'm going to review that. I have a 500 grain arrow build. I got a 600 grain arrow build. This video is about the 600 plus grain arrow build. It's really a 720 grain arrow, but it's just math. Anyway, I've also reviewed a bunch of single bevels, primarily the Bishop products, and they make your arrows look like that. Also, the beginnings of thermal. Seek thermal review. Stay tuned, man. Do you think he exploded? I don't know. Okay, I just smoked a pretty big pig. I couldn't tell how big he was. There's a lot of them. And there's something I've been wanting to do. My headlamp died. I have a Seek thermal scanner for my iPhone. Here's a picture of the thing. I got it. I met the guys at ATA 2018 and I said, man, that would be cool for finding pigs. So I'm gonna run a thermal video. The feeder is right out there. There's the feeder I was shooting at. Is right out there, okay? And I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna flip it on thermal and start talking, and we're gonna go try to find the pig with just thermal. He couldn't have gone far. I shot him in the heart and he had a convenient aiming spot on him, which really helped. So let's go see what we can find out flipping to thermal. Okay, there's my boot and my leg and my face. Ha ha ha! Okay, we're in the blind. Get out of the blind. Feeder shows up pretty good. The pig went that way and then headed back this direction, and it's big and open out there. It shouldn't be hard to find him. There's the deer feeder, you can see it. Scanning. He ran by the feeder. I shot him right here. It's only 16 or 18 yards. He ran into that bush. Oh, I can see my lighted knock. All right. My lighted knock's right about where my finger's at. I can see it. So I'm going to go over there. I'm going to start scanning the ground and see if it picks up blood. That would be kind of cool if it did. I don't know where the blood trail is though. All you can see is the lighted knock. So that's one of the reasons why I use lighted knocks, is because it helps you find the trail. Pigs don't like to bleed. And obviously he snapped it off. I have to come back tomorrow and find the rest of the arrow. I don't see any obvious dark, hot spots. So ease up here and see if the thermal picks up. You can see that little glow. That little glowing right there is the knock. Oh, no, it's not. That black thing, right? That blue thing right there, that's the arrow. And the lighted knock is an LED, so it's not hot. So that's the arrow. You can see the fletchings. Here's a picture of it. It's nice and bloody, but you can still read what's important, courtesy of the ranch fairy. All right, so we're going to head, assuming he went that way. It's pretty open. We can get past the trees here. I am probably 40 yards from the feeder right now. Okay, it's probably about the size of a football field right here, open, and I assume he didn't make it much further. I don't know what that is. I think that's just a tree, being a tree. Maybe he bounced off it and there's a bunch of blood on there. I'm gonna just look at it. Nope. All right. Scan around. Go slow. Oh, whoa. Oh, blowing spot. I think the thing worked. I'm just gonna scan around, make sure there's no more lumps. All right, I got a lump out there, and it's showing hotter. I don't know how far away that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm taking 14 steps and it's starting to show red. I bet you that's him. I don't think he's 79. Looking over the camera. That's a pig. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, there he is. That is really, really cool. That is a cool tool. Let me go back live. I'm 6 feet tall. His feet are on the ground. And that's a big pig. Anyway, I killed him last night with a bishop. 315 and a Spartan black eagle. Shot him at about 18 yards. Let's see real quick on arrow and broadhead performance. There's the entry. Quarter turn exit. Nice gaping hole over here. Right through the heart, I'm pretty sure. I obviously haven't torn it apart yet. But it's a nice low hit. And he had a mud spot right where you're supposed to shoot him. So I shot him there. This was a mud ball on video, and it's just, I was like, wow, well, okay, I'll just shoot the mud ball and kill him. He went like 50 yards. So the wind's been nothing but excessive, and I finally found a place. I think I'm out of it, and the wind's down. It's the next day. I looked at my video. The next section is one of the famous Ranch Fairy autopsies, and it's really blowing. So what I want you to pay attention to is the thickness of the shoulder. I actually put my hand on the side, but the wind gets it. And I want you to see that bishop single bevel hit a rib, a very heavy rib, dead center, and basically destroyed the rib. Didn't split it, didn't pop it. It's completely cut off and rotated through. So that's all my catch up. I want you to pay attention to that. The next section is not the best because I'm outside. Real raw results. I'm sorry it's raw, and I'm not in a lab. Wait, that's why nobody else does this. All right, here comes the autopsy. If you're scared of internal organs of animals, you need to stop watching now. Because this is the Ranch Fairy, you know, autopsy part that's fun. And to show you why feral hogs are so hard to kill. So here we go, and take a look at under the hood. So the wind's starting to blow, and it's getting a little windy, and I'm self-filming, and that's that. I've cut his shoulder back, so you can just flip up the hood, okay? By the way, the hood is as wide as my head. So you got to get through that meat and everything, and your broadhead needs to arrive intact to do any damage. So consider that. It's as wide as my hand, right there. Okay? Broadhead impacted a rib dead center right here. You can see this vertical fracture right here, and it hit dead center in the middle of a rib and caused, well, that to happen, which opened up a big hole. Now here's a couple problems with pigs. The intercostal space between the ribs is only as wide as your finger. I mean, I'm having to push my finger through there, okay? The diaphragm is right there. The guts start right here, okay? So I'm gonna flip the hood back over. That's where the guts start. Right there. So you can see where you gotta shoot them. And that's why you gotta get aggressive going forward. And then you have this downward spinal issue. So, all this meat right here, that is backstrap right there. This is the spine right here. So this is all backstrap. And the spine goes into the back of the head right there. There's nothing to kill here. That's just bones. The size of the kill area, this is the edge of the diaphragm. You can see it right there. That's the diaphragm. That's the guts. So there's one, and then it progressively gets smaller like a funnel. I mean, it's not much bigger than my hand to hit them in the heart and lungs. And this is why, with these narrow intercostal spaces, so that's where the very durable, good steel single bevels excel. They make it through that hand's width of meat, right? Then it hits a rib, not to mention there's a shield on top of the meat, and it goes through sharp, intact, and not compromised. Let's just make one thing clear. I'm not really a mechanical hater. I'm not in the debate. I am interested in killing pigs that size or bigger, and when we shot lighter arrows and when we shot non-fixed heads, we lost a lot of them. I know a lot of people, oh my God, you just shoot the mechanicals and it cuts them in half. We never lose anything. Okay, well, you must be magic or something, because that's not what I was seeing. I'm seeing 6, 8, 10 inches of penetration, and just, it was frustrating. Once we started bringing the quality of our broadheads up with a much better edge integrity, and I think that's a huge thing people don't talk about, is if the blades are really, they're thick and they can hold and they're good steel, they hit all this garbage. I shot through a mud ball on the side of that pig on video. Go look at it again. It hit the mud, then the hair, and then gets cut, and I think the blades get destroyed on impact, on the on the thinner blades, and that's our fault. We're a bunch of speed freaks. We're asking for lighter stuff, and the only way to make lighter is to make it thinner and out of less durable material. Or you can shoot grown-up arrows with grown-up broadheads. All right, Ranch Fairy at the test lab, closing out this video. I'm on the porch because the wind's blowing, and test lab. So what we're seeking to do here with all this crazy stuff is try to seek consistency in effectiveness. I'm going to shoot mechanicals, shoot mechanical. Shoot light arrows, heavy arrows, whatever, but you don't want any losses. Terminal performance at impact from your arrow system is vital to killing your animal, and there's no reason to go in the woods with anything that's not going to do that on a regular and consistent basis. The reason why I've started doing all these videos and shooting stuff with different kind of broadheads and setups is because we were having trouble killing them on a regular basis with lighter arrows, and I've said this before, the mechanicals were about 50%. It just is what it is. I don't know what I'm going to tell you. And then as we moved up in quality of broadheads, quality of steel, and better edge integrity, we started to really put them down. And okay, all you people can say, yeah, they're just pigs. Who cares? Well, it still sucks to shoot something and then not find it. All right, that's the 600 grain plus arrow build video. Go check out my video on YouTube about how to build a 600 grain arrow. This is the kill video. That's a pretty good pig, and it's we have 2 more days of hunting. My buddy Chris is inside making breakfast, and I'm going to eat here in a second. We're going to go get my son Thomas. He's coming out, and then Chris and I are going to be after him again and have some more fun. It doesn't suck being the Ranch Fairy. Subscribe, find me on Instagram, find me on social media everywhere. Out. This is a pretty good sized pig. It's not an internet 300 pounder. He's 180 or so. There's your scale. It's important to have a scale.